What is going on to you, Virgo? So you have the Page of Swords, Three of Cups, the Devil, the Hermit, which is Virgo. You showed up in your own reading. Nine of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Moon, the Temperance. Okay. Four of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Capricorn energy, Virgo energy, Pisces energy, Sagittarius energy, Cancer crab energy. Okay, so for you Virgos, right? The Page of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Devil. A lot of you Virgos right now, you got to watch out for being self-sabotaging. The Three of Cups, the Sun. Yeah, you got to watch out for being self-sabotaging in the sense of, if you Virgos are going back or starting to hang out with or starting to talk to anybody that you know is untrustworthy, don't go back to those places, because those types of people, if you lay down with dogs, you're going to get up with fleas. Meaning that if you know someone is untrustworthy, you know that they're untrustworthy, do not hang out with them, because it might be your undoing. They're obviously going to find some sort of way to betray your trust, and they're not meant to be trusted. Now, if you Virgos are hanging out with them to get something out of it, I don't even suggest that you Virgos do that, because the Three of Cups represents they may start to get upset at the fact that you're not giving them attention, because you're not pressed over them the way that you used to. So the Devil now represents, now they may want to hold that against you as some sort of grudge, and they may try to, smudge your name, or they may try to take what it is that they feel like you have, but you do not deserve, away from you. So now the Hermit now represents, so what you should do if you find yourself being with any type of person, whether you knew them or right now you're just now getting to know them, get away from them. Whether they're new or they're old, that get away from them. Ghost them. And the Moon represents ghosting anyway. And you need to know why you need to ghost them. Ghost them because you can't trust them, and they'll do certain things to stab you in the back. The Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Wands represents, and ghost them you did. You're concentrating on the future. You don't care about the people from the past, nor do you care about the people that you've met right now or around this time that have essentially tried to waste your time. They're just faces at this point. That's really what they are. They're just, I can't really explain it any other way. They're just faces at this point. The Nine of Pentacles, you've essentially been reborn. A lot of you Virgos are someone new. And it's not that you're acting brand new. It's just that you actually are new, in the sense that you used to let people play you, get on your nerves, betray your trust, and they have no decency whatsoever. They feel like they've won something because they're so spiritually bankrupt, right? They don't see why trust is a good thing. They just see you as Virgos being the biggest losers due to the fact that you Virgos actually trusted them. Well, you worked it out, because the Page of Wands represents, yeah, you'll go ahead and you'll still get to know other people, but you're not going to continue to hang out with these people. So there may be a sense of you already got rid of them. Or maybe you going through this right now, right? And you don't know what to do. Okay, you should get rid of them. You should stop talking to them. The Moon represents, again, ghosting them anyway. So this is just more evidence of that. You know what the Moon also represents? The Moon represents also you Virgos having to get to the bottom of, why is it that a lot of you Virgos attract so much goofy or so much dysfunctional people in the first place? Well, part of the reason why is because a lot of you are pulling from the Pisces energy, which is, a lot of you want everyone to have a clean slate. But a lot of you Virgos have to understand and start developing the sense of suspicion, right? Because not everybody actually gets a chance to redeem themselves. There are a lot of people who very much so are quite dysfunctional. And a lot of the times they don't really use that chance or that opportunity to redeem themselves. They more so just use that chance or that opportunity to get you Virgos to think that they've somehow changed, when in actuality, they're really planning their comeback to try to come back in and break your heart. So a lot of you Virgos need to know, what is it about them in particular that a lot of you can't seem to let go of? Then you have the Temperance. And the Temperance represents, you need to start learning how to use your common sense, your advanced common sense that you have, and that intelligence that you have, and the wisdom that a lot of you Virgos may have, to your advantage. Instead of acting like you lack experience, you need to start using that experience, that common sense, that advanced intelligence that a lot of you have, to your advantage. If you know that the person, if you know that the person is untrustworthy in their way, not saying that you should judge them on a moralistic sense, but you should not be hanging out with them. You may want to stay clear from them and do your own thing, right? So what happens here is that the Four of Pentacles, yes, the Four of Pentacles represents, you may want to stay clear of everyone in general. You know, not anyone in particular, but just people in general, because the best time for a Virgo, honestly, is when a Virgo is with someone that they can trust, which is usually a small group of people, or by yourselves. Because then no one can front and act like you bother them and act like you're getting them on their nerves and all this other type of delusional stuff. And then this is where it is that the Wheel of Fortune now represents. The Wheel of Fortune is, represents there are things for you to do, but you have a decision to make, right? Are you going to continue to try things the old-fashioned way, or the way in which, let me know when you're leaving, but the old-fashioned way in which that you used to, or are you Virgos going to evolve with the times and begin to understand that times changed, and that a lot of people are out here, and they're spiritually bankrupt. Those people do not have a sense of honor and respect and following through with the things that they say that they're going to do. A lot of people very much so are involved and are happy about setting someone up to feel real good about the future, and then trying to pull the rug from up underneath them. So let's clarify some of this. All right, let's clarify the Four of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles. Let's clarify this. The High Priestess, the Eight of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Oh. All right, love you. Bye. The Five of Pentacles. So this is about, so these cards right here, to clarify this, is about how the High Priestess and the Eight of Pentacles are about how, again, that's where the power is coming from. You ghost everybody. There's a lot of respect that people have for you now because you're not hanging around. And like I say before, repetition can breed contempt, because you start hanging out with a lot of people, or people just in general, for a very long period of time, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours at a time. People start hating on you, for lack of a better term. People start having the envy eye. People start having the jealous eye. You know what I mean? Over the smallest and the most insignificant of things. But then at the same time, though, that's how delusional a lot of people are. This is why it is I tell y'all that people, if you leave it up to these individuals, they don't want you to have anything. So the Eight of Pentacles represents, you have to know that in your heart of hearts, Virgo, and be ready to be by yourselves for potentially long periods of time or short periods of time. Either way, you should not be pressed about or pressured about being in a relationship. The Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles is about, and let people regret the nonsense that they did to you in the first place, because they got what it is that they deserved. They didn't respect you. So now a lot of you Virgos had to be out due to the lack of respect that you experienced.